Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. We are back here on our go-home show for the April pay-per-view for another episode of Starrcade. Just going to take a look here, see what's going on in the world. I don't often look at this and end up getting incredibly surprised when some people come up for contracts and things like that, so I probably should look. Not really much going on here. Some re-signings don't really care about. Oh. Nope. No. So right. We're in a conglomerate. I forgot about that. So yeah, okay. And there you go. Silverback Ryan Ryback Reeves here getting loaned from us. So I think we actually got some money from that then. That's cool. Hey, my man Jeremy Borbash is now the head booker for CZW. That seems weird. Fired. Yeah, who cares? Contract offer. Ricochet staying in Japan. That probably makes sense. Nothing really going on here. Okay, so that's fine. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and let's check our mail real quick. We know about that loan, so I think we got some money from that then. Borash is not. Joe Galley gone, which is fine. He was one of the old announcers, I think, from Championship Wrestling in Hollywood that we still had it on the contract, and we never picked his contract back up because we hired better announcers, so that's fine. And his sprained injury, Joseph's wrist, looks like it's all good to go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and jump to the show. I'm just actually kind of curious. Does this show you if you get any money from the Alliance? It doesn't really show it. It shows it from the last month. It might not show up here. So I think theoretically I should get some type of funds for the loan from him, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. It's kind of weird. I wonder if that shows up in the Alliance records, because we're a conglomerate. Not sure. Not sure if this is worth it, to be honest. This weird alliance, but we got AIW, Chikara, House of Hardcore, PWG, but we'll see how it goes. At the very least, we could loan people in and out, but I feel like I don't need them. But well, you know, having friends is not a bad thing. So we'll keep it. See what's going on here. Let's go ahead and skip to the show. All right, we are back here. Let's see. We got some locker room incidents. Our ratings now down to a 59%. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy, DJ Hyde again. Am I shocked? So, here we go. So, we have DJ Hyde has gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room due to his recent attitude. There were signs that it could turn into a very bad situation if not handled soon. We now have to choose how to deal with the situation. So, if we remember correctly, he had gotten into a fight with Dalton Castle, and we fined him. So, I could fine him again. I cannot suspend him, I believe, because he's not a worker that can be suspended. I could fire him. I can give him a stern warning. I'm going to give him a stern warning right now. He improved his behavior. He's happy. Presumably other people are happy too. Just saying, hey dude, knock it off. We do have an incident with Raven and Sigmund. Probably nothing important. Ooh, wow. Being obnoxious, Raven provoked Sigmund into a huge, heated argument. Slap on the wrist. It's fine. They're allowed to have an argument. They're adults. I'm not really going to get involved in that. And we have an incident with Kahagas. Failed to show up to a scheduled meeting with a road agent as his employer. I'm just going to give him a stern warning. Just show up on time. And what we'll do is we could clear the air. I'm just going to meddle for now. And I think I'm going to... who we want them to be buddies with. Who's friends with who right now? Sammy and Chuck hate each other. Candace has a strong friendship with Bull Ray, and him in Bad News. Okay, so let's try to make more friends because that will boost our atmosphere. And I think CJ with let's go with Nick. There you go. That'd be interesting. Maybe we can make a friendship. Nope, couldn't. If we can get them to have more friends, that would be nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's book the show, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, and we are back. Run another episode of the Go Home Show for Starrcade, the final Starrcade before our April pay-per-view. So we started off with a opening angle between Nick Aldis and Enzo Amore that is, I think, might be the highest rated promo that we've ever had in the NWA period, actually. Wow, that's crazy. So it's just a little freestyle promo between the two who have a match later tonight, in which they both get into the ring and just start dishing dirt at each other. It's heated, it's dirty. Enzo's now full heel and is slinging dirt at Aldis, calling him all types of names. Aldis is calling him, entitled and not worthy of the championship. They just go at each other in a very, very long, heated exchange that apparently the crowd loves. Got the show to a strong start, got him hotter, great score. Couldn't ask for anything more from this. I would expect nothing less, honestly. Leading to that, which is much of a downgrade, the match between the Crew versus the Cult in a championship qualifier, I guess we could say. And essentially, the winner of this would go on to fight against the Gin and Juice Tag Team Championship, or the champions, NWA Tag Team Champions. Let's try that again. Would go against the Tag Team Champions, Gin and Juice. Excuse me. So what we have here is kind of an interesting show of events here. It is a poor match, but in a 12-minute bout, actually ends in a double count out. So during the match, we also had Kagas run in and attack Rays, which is not surprising. Sami Callihan carried the match in terms of ring performance. Despite it being a pretty sloppy match and ending in a weird way, Sami took a crazy bump. The crowd got buzzing from it. It was a freaking train wreck, and it was amazing. It's one of those matches that it might not be a good wrestling match, but it sure as hell is very sports entertaining, right? And this is definitely that kind of thing. But it leads to a double countout, so there's no qualifier for number one contenders for the Tag Team Championship. Need a book. Yeah, I know it's a little long. I get it, Raven. And of course, that leads Billy Corgan to come out to the middle of the ring to try to figure out what to do. And after deliberating with the referees for a little bit, comes to a decision, gets on the microphone, and says that what will end up happening will be both teams, the Crew and the Cult, will face the Tag Team Champions in a triple threat tag team match at the pay-per-view, which seems a little unfair, but, whatever. Announcing quality gave this a little boost, but still not a great rating. Billy's just not great on the mic, and nobody seems to really be super invested in this group, unfortunately. But it did get the crowd a little hotter, so far it's doing its job. We then move on to angle with Paul Pinky George III, who enters the ring, and he announces that in a memorial to his father, his grandfather, there will be a memorial bout, a 5-man elimination battle, which he has set up, and the winner of which will win a undisclosed special prize. And then following his statements, the bout starts, which is a 5-man elimination match between Chuck Taylor, Ryan the Silverback Reeves, Tim Storm, Bobby Lashley, and Rex Lawless. It's a decent match. Ryan Silverback Reeves defeated Chuck Taylor, all of them, in an elimination match. Tim Storm was first, then Rex, then Chuck, and finally Bobby Lashley as they head face to face. Match was poorly placed. It was already hot and didn't need working. It was a work the crowd match for the main event, but apparently I didn't expect him to actually get that hot from the tag match. All did pretty good. And of course we've added a little bit of a little heat here because we're not quite sure what's going on with this owner versus founder storyline, but we know now that Ryback has basically gotten some type of privilege from the founder of NWA, and he had just faced what seemed to be the current owner, Billy Corgan's sort of obviously golden protector, Bobby Lashley, and beat him in order to win this special privilege, and we just do not know what it is. And then finally we go on to the main event, which is the match between Enzo Amore and Nick Aldis. Had great heat and decent wrestling. Enzo Amore defeats Nick Aldis in 14 minutes by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. Enzo makes defense number 2 of his NWA title. Not much to say about this. Aldis took a quick stump bump to weaken him up and was a really nice bump off, probably into a table. Both are pretty actually matched in in-ring performance. And did pretty well. C- for the rating. I don't hate Enzo and Aldis together. It seems like they have a good chemistry. Maybe not a great chemistry because we haven't gotten a pop-up for that, but definitely great on the mic together. So interesting. That might be something to think about going forward. So Lil Cholo was used too much from the notes. The crowd wasn't happy as they expected more angles and segments, and that's fine. Still increased our popularity. A D, I have a suspicion we're going to get yelled at from Hulu for that. We will find out, though. Let's find out. Yeah, Hulu's unhappy. Only 1 month remaining for Caucus's contract. Yeah. Oh, segment is gone from NWA. That's fine. We might keep Caucus. I don't know. But either way, okay, not bad. Didn't do too shabby there. Not too bad. Not great ticket sales, but that's fine. Still got that TV revenue is really that's doing really nice for us though. So not bad. All right, so that is it for our Go Home Starrcade, which will lead us right into our next pay-per-view, which we have some interesting matches lined up, some interesting stuff, and that's actually going to be, obviously pretty soon. So it should be pretty interesting. All right, see you guys then.